Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage President of SDX, Doug Hecht.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you guys have enjoyed this session so far. And welcome to the 12th annual Interactive Day San Diego by SDX. Really happy to have you all here. So for those who don't know SDX, for over 100 years, SDX has been the premier media marketing and technology organization for brands, agencies, publishers, and startups. So 100 years of good work and hopefully 100 years more. This is our biggest event of the year, so we appreciate you all coming out. It's good to see a lot of familiar faces and a nice big crowd. So, I'd also like to thank our co-chairs of this event. That's my giant head, which we'll skip. And there's their giant heads. I'd like to thank Chad from Mind Groove and Dan from Mirum. Thank you guys for stepping up. I'd also like to thank all of the other people who don't get their spotlight that put a lot of time and effort into this show. Quickly down the list, we have Jim MacArthur, Ryan Berman, Ashley Dutcher, Christiana Henry, Taylor Campbell, Rachel Newman. From Mind Group, we have Lacey Baker, Nicole Portman, Caitlin Fisher. And then on the SDX side, we have Lori Gans. She's the woman sweating, running around. Sheila Fox. And I'd like to thank the entire board, the entire committee, and also all the volunteers that helped out. He told me not to do this, but I want to spotlight Chad one more time. So he tells us this is his last year as chair, and I think he says that every year about a week before the event at his peak stress level. So, but just in case it is, I want to make sure he gets his due. So this is his 8th year doing this event, and it's a lot of work. There's a lot of stress, a lot of commitment, a lot of pursuit of perfection, and I'm absolutely positive that without this guy's commitment for the last 8 years, this wouldn't be the event it is today. So I think if you give him a really big round of applause, we might actually talk him back into next year. And one more thank you to do as well. And so this person has been the executive director at SDX for 12 years. And like a fine bottle of scotch, which should be consumed after 12 years, well, some go longer, she is leaving us this year. And I can't go into too much time because she put so much work into this, and I'm so scripted that right now she's kind of giving me the evil eye, like this is not on script. So I really can't go too long here, but she's been everything. She's had influence on everything in the organization for 12 years. And she's made it one of the largest in the nation. So we have to thank her for everything she does. We do have some gifts for her. But if you all want to contribute, we're going to be doing an event for her on May 19th, location to be determined. But it'll be a happy hour event. And those, you can come and donate to the Sheila Fox Foundation. She's very active in helping young people in the industry. She's very active with SAFE, which helps people who get injured. As part of our industry, we have SAFE that can help them in times of need. Sheila's been really instrumental in that foundation. So she's done so much for this community, probably more than anyone I know. So one more round of applause for the fabulous Sheila Fox. And now we'll get back on script. Sorry. After this, I think about 1:30, 1:15, we have Pitch Deck starting in Sapphire D. It's grown to be one of the premier startup competitions in San Diego. Some fantastic startups. I know these guys. I know the entrepreneurs. They're great. The judges are fabulous. They've all put money into San Diego. These are all people that have actually put their money where their mouth is and contributed real dollars to these startups in San Diego. So the judges will pick the final two, and then at the closing session here, you all, the audience, will have a chance to vote on your phones and pick the winner of Pitch Deck. And SDX will present that winner with $5,000. And that is sponsored by our friends at Procopio. Big fan of the agency, big fan of the firm. They've been sponsoring Pitch Deck for 5 years. And so the success of Pitch Deck is largely tied to them and Tony's work and Chad's work, Tony Rinsberg right here. They put a tremendous amount of work into this. So let me get you up here, Jeff Stoke. He's a friend of mine and a fabulous attorney over at Procopio. So if I can get a big round of applause for Jeff. Thank you, sir.
Wow, it's great to be part of the audience here today. I've got so many friends here, and it's terrific. Doug and I go way back, so thank you, Doug. Thank you, SDX. Hughes Marino, Jason and Star, love you guys. And big shout out to Chad Robley, too. Chad's a good friend. And I want to mention one of the things that's interesting about Procopio. Procopio has been in San Diego 70 years now. We just had our 70th anniversary. We are a full-service law firm. We're the largest law firm in San Diego. And as part of our 70th year anniversary, we did a big marketing refresh of our program. So new branding, new website, new sizzle, and thanks to Mindgroove and Chad for putting it all together. It looks fantastic. And I should mention real briefly that your card here on the table, if you want to grab one, tells you a little bit about what Procopio does professionally. Again, we're a full-service firm. We handle all your needs. We want to partner with you. We encourage getting close to our clients so that we can advance their business interests. So your interest becomes our interest. So the list of things on the back of the card are some of the things that we do. For the entrepreneurs in the pitch deck today, you want to pay attention to all of the tech types of services that we provide. And then for the media folks in the room, there is a web page on the back of the card that shows what we do with respect to our media clients, our media services. So anyway, we're real proud to be here again. Thanks so much and have a great day.
Great job. Thanks. Everybody thank Jeff Stoke. All right. So, next we want to be able to thank our presenting sponsor. In years past, it's been the Union Tribune, and this year, we're super excited to have Hughes Marino step in to take over that position as presenting sponsor. So, a couple of things. I've got some personal quick experience with this. I think it's important and noteworthy. Jason's a good friend. And to give you a little sense, Hughes Marino does about 70% of the transactions here in San Diego, and a lot of the folks that are in our community. So they're literally giving back to our community, the digital marketing and this tech startup space. So really important to continue to fuel this ecosystem here in San Diego. So it takes great folks like Hughes Marino stepping up to help fund all this stuff so we can all learn and advance our industry. So what they do, just so people understand, they're the largest commercial real estate firm, and they're working with corporate tenants and buyers. So you're looking for a lease. You're looking to buy a building like we did. So I'm a client of Hughes Marino. Sorry to make it a sales pitch, but it's true. They helped us find our building 2 blocks from Petco Park. We looked literally for 2.5 years with a different group, couldn't find anything. And then we made a deal with Hughes Marino to represent us. And then within a pretty short period of time, we found literally the building that turned out to be kind of the next headquarters for Mindgroove. So we were super pumped on that, and we couldn't have done it without them. So if you guys are out there looking for, we got a bunch of fast growth companies here in San Diego, and a lot of them are here in this room. If you guys are looking for somebody to help represent you on a lease or a building purchase, make sure you reach out to those guys. They're good people. It's a family business, and they're supporting our community. With that being said, I'd like to introduce Star Hughes and let her share a few things about Hughes Marino. Everybody welcome Star Hughes.
Thanks, Chad.
Yes.
Hi, everyone. I'm Star Hughes with Hughes Marino. Thank you so much for having us here today. Hughes Marino is extremely honored to be a part of this event. This is an incredible event, and so many of you here are our clients and friends. We wanted to say thank you for supporting us and for trusting us with your lease and purchase negotiations through the years. We wanted to be a part of this event to support you and let you know that we are just extremely appreciative that you're a part of the Hughes Marino family. And if in a small way we can support you by being a part of such a great event, we were honored to do it. For those of you who don't know us already, we'd love to share who we are and what we're all about, and would love to connect at some point down the road. But with that, just wanted to say thank you and have a great event. Oh, yes, we do have a video, and that will be playing right now.
Most commercial real estate companies focus on helping landlords, but when you derive 90% of your revenue from property owners, you can't always be objective or protective of tenants' rights.
The Hughes Marino story began with a simple belief that great companies deserve the best independent real estate representation possible.
When we started the company, we began with an amazing group of people. We knew we were onto something special, and we wanted a way to communicate that to everyone we came in contact with. Our core values started as a reflection of who we were then, and they now stand as a guiding force of where we are headed.
Hughes Marino believes that tenants, not landlords, are the ultimate customer.
And whether we're helping to negotiate a lease renewal, relocation, or to buy their own building, our commitment to our clients' success is second to none.
We only represent companies in their leasing and purchasing, not landlords.
We are revolutionizing our industry from the Good Old Boys network it's always been by creating an industry-leading, award-winning company people are incredibly proud to be a part of.
Hughes Marino's professionals are specialists, and we've built a sophisticated platform that exists solely to help companies make better real estate decisions.
As a trusted resource to thousands of companies in leasing and purchasing property, we are incredibly proud to support our clients in what really matters most, helping their businesses thrive.
At Hughes Marino, our greatest strength is our amazing team of people and the core values that bind and guide us in everything we do.
Hughes Marino, because where you do business matters.
Watching. And before I leave, I just wanted to let everyone know that we are giving away 2 front row dugout Padres tickets to a game of your choice. So all you need to do is stop by our booth and drop your business card in the glass bowl, and we'll be announcing the winner of those tickets tonight. So thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Thanks again, Star. So, next up is Pam Scheideler with Deutsch LA. Do I have to click over to this? Let me see here. Yeah, there we go. So, Pam is going to be, she's here today to help present all literally the best work in the world in the way of interactive. So, there's work being done by all kinds of agencies, all different types, both in marketing and technology. The One Show is the organization that curates and presents all of this stuff to our industry. I'll give you a little bit of quick background on Pam from our little script here. She is the Chief Digital Officer at Deutsch. She also currently serves for brands like Volkswagen, Taco Bell, and Target. Prior to that, she was head of production and operations for Google Creative, and also JWT New York, Crispin Porter, et cetera, et cetera. There's lots of stuff on this. I'm not going to read it all. Long deal. She was also on the panel for the One Show interactive competition, which is what we're about to see here today. And so we want to welcome Pam Scheideler.
Thanks so much for that nice intro. When he was going through the list, it was like, and she's been here and here and here, and I was like, I'm 150 years old. I've had a long, sordid past with creative agencies. I've been in LA for about 3 years at Deutsch, and as he mentioned, a few other spots. So one of the greatest opportunities I've ever had is to be on the interactive jury of the One Show. I've spent probably the past 10 years of my career chasing, creative awards like these pencils. But I never really understood, and I've made tons of award show videos. So for anyone in the room that works on the creative side, after you make a piece of great work and you pour your heart and your soul into it, then you have to go back and make an award show video which encapsulates all of those things. And inevitably, you rack your brains for they said, I can remember there was a trend where statistics mattered. How many billions of earned media impressions? How many people did this? How many people did that? So not only do you make the work, then you make these award show submissions, and then you just hope and hope and hope that you win. So being part of this One Show jury, I learned a ton, and I'll talk a little bit about that. But one of the things I learned the most about was actually the One Club who puts on the One Show. So maybe everyone in the room is as familiar with that, like myself. I was just obsessed with the awards and not necessarily sort of the story behind the awards. But the One Club is very dedicated to advancing sort of the pursuit of creative excellence, and especially on the interactive side, making sure that we award work that impacts culture, that moves technology forward, and at its heart still maintains creative integrity. So while they do produce the One Show, they also are a huge leader in ongoing education and diversity. So this photograph, when I saw it, my heart sort of filled up. Just a little word about the interactive jury. There's a lot of different juries for the One Show. So while I was on the interactive jury, there was a different jury for mobile. There was a different jury for social. And I think over time that may change because the lines were very blurry. You're judging a website that you could look at a mobile device. But this interactive jury was diverse in a few ways, right? One is people from South Africa, from France, from Spain. On the sort of where people came from also, we had people that specialize in analytics and measurement. We had creative, we had strategists. So I think things are changing a little bit. I know the One Club is making a very concerted effort to have different types of people represented in the juries. And, we spent a week arguing over what we thought was good and why we thought it was good, and I'm happy. I have the easiest job of anyone today, which is I'm going to stand up here and show you videos of the most amazing interactive work of 2015 to a bunch of nerds, so what could be easier? As I mentioned, category convergence is a huge thing. So for people in this room that submit creative work to award shows or work on award-winning work, there's a lot of different ways that you can slice and dice it. It's going to be interesting to see how those things change. I think it's getting harder and harder to understand, as I said, what a mobile idea is, what a social idea is, because, everything is kind of everywhere at this stage of the game. So again, we're not going to show every winner. I think we just pulled out a few pieces of work. One of the things I think everyone who works on sort of creative endeavors know, that if you get the right idea, the executions come like butter. And Opt Outside is no exception to that. So I'm going to play the video, and it will kind of speak for itself, and then just make a few notes.
In the news tonight, another Black Friday has arrived.
Retailers opening their doors earlier
Chaos
this year.
erupting when someone tried to cut me off.
It was a chaotic scene.
Taking a stand against the Black Friday frenzy, a major retailer is refusing to open on Black Friday this year.
REI.
The outdoor retailer REI. All of its locations will be closed on Black Friday.
And it won't be processing any sales online.
It will pay employees to take Black Friday off
to spend time outdoors.
This Black Friday, we're closing all 143 of our stores. We'd rather be in the mountains than in the aisles. Join us on November 27th at Opting Outside.
More retailers are joining REI, deciding to close their doors on Black Friday.
So as we say, winner, winner, chicken dinner. You know, that one sort of got it all. Now, first of all, it reminds you how important the music track is behind every award show video that you ever make, so note to self there. But it changed culture. It instilled a sense of community. It used all of the channels, and what you could do sort of on the website, you know, when you went to the website, it didn't just show you a video of the TV spot. What the website did is it gave you resources in order to opt outside. So again, just a lovely piece of work, and a huge shout out to Venables for that. The next piece I'm going to show was made by a cute little shop up north, Deutsch. Actually, this one was done out of New York, and I'll just play it, and then we'll talk about it.
Spray paint companies all talk about the same thing. Protection from rust, protection from rain, protection from whatever. But Krylon, the leading spray paint company, wanted to talk about something people actually cared about. So we showed how the worthless things you already own can be worth more with a simple coat of paint. We launched with a series of lighthearted TV spots featuring a family that bought, painted, and resold items back to their original owner for a massive profit.
I'll give you $2 for this.
Okay.
Spectacular.
I'll give you $30 for that.
Okay.
Wow.
After the TV aired, we hit the road, bought 690 miles of worthless items, renovated them using Krylon products, and sold them on Pinterest in real time, helping launch the social network's new buyable pin functionality. From old lamps to wagons and furniture, the items were painted, photographed, and sold for at least double, giving all the money to charity. We used Twitter to spread the campaign from the road, giving fans over 100 ideas how to make their own worthless belongings worth something, with before and afters, animated GIFs, and how-to videos. Even the idea itself proved our concept of paying next to nothing and turning a huge profit. With a $200,000 investment, we gained $2.7 million worth of earned media and increased our daily visits to Pinterest by 400%. The world's longest yard sale, the first ever Pinterest yard sale, and millions of people who now see spray paint in a new and useful way.
Yeah. So it's funny when you the one-show juries meet in Mexico for a week, and they judge all of these different pieces. And as I mentioned, I wasn't on the social jury, which this was judged by. I was on the interactive jury. And we would come out on the break, and we would, drink coffee and, talk. And When I heard that Krylon was actually sort of like the darling of the social jury, I couldn't believe it because it's a spray paint brand. So it just goes to show, it's like and the reason why I think it did so well is because it really took advantage of shoppable pins. It was one of the first executions that used that. But if you would have asked whether or not a spray paint brand would win the social pencil, I don't think that anyone could have really predicted that. So that one, it's a real dark horse, and we're happy about that. One of the things, and for people in this room, a lot of people work in ad tech, right? And everyone's, programmatic, all those pieces. And one of the things that sort of baffled us this year was online versus interactive video. So if you make a piece of content and you don't have a TV buy and you just show it online, how is that a different piece of video content? And shouldn't a content jury or film jury be looking at that? And then, interactive video used to be a really different thing. It was like immersive experiences. And now I think it's become something a little bit different, which is just content that is sort of contextually aware in that it knows that it's being watched on the internet. So just a few pieces. I think these are important because they are demonstrating sort of what the online video landscape looks like in 2016.
With Geico, I get 24/7 access to licensed agents.
We now fast forward to the end of this Geico ad so you can get to your video faster.
You're so gullible.
No, you're so gullible.
No, you. With Geico, I get 24/7 access to licensed agents.
That's some service.
Well, they do have a 97% customer satisfaction rating.
Well, looky there.
Chicken fried steak. You're so gullible.
No, you're so gullible.
No, you're.
Right? Clever. But it is an interesting sort of moment in time where, this idea of living in a skippable culture, I think we're getting better in that we're not just taking 30-second or 15-second cut downs of TV spots and putting them into these online ad buys. So it sort of warms my heart to see Geico doing something interesting with that space, because there's a lot of that space. Frank Underwood, you gotta love this guy. Again, I'm just gonna play the video and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
We were asked to launch the new season of the Netflix political thriller, House of Cards. But how do you get the world talking about a fictional president when real presidential candidates were making all the noise?
I don't know what I said. I'm back.
I'm really rich.
Are you ready to stump for Trump?
Bomb, bomb, bomb.
The Republican showdown shattering records, 24 million Americans tuning in. That's more people watching the debate than the World Series.
We hijacked the highest-rated political debate in American history.
Okay, leading us off, a moment during a break in the Republican debate last night.
Yeah, a campaign ad snuck its way into the commercial lineup, and it was quite a surprise. Let's have a look.
It's a new day in America. Today, more people will go to work, return home to their families, and sleep more soundly than ever before. All because one man refuses to settle, putting people before politics and honesty before agendas. That man is Frank Underwood.
America, I'm only getting started. I'm Frank Underwood, and I approve this message.
The campaign ad received over 6.1 million views in the first 24 hours, driving people to Underwood's digital campaign headquarters, fu2016.com. On the site, voters found a more revealing look into his campaign. Here you could learn more about Frank and discover Easter eggs hidden for the most die-hard fans. Voters could show their support for the campaign by saying F you to any issue facing America today across all their social channels. Fans could even purchase campaign merchandise from major retailers across the country. The campaign took the world by storm.
One hopeful candidate proclaimed, it's a new day.
The fictional character is more popular than the real candidates.
And the real candidates should be grateful Frank Underwood can't get in the race because the fake campaign he has going on is pretty awesome.
And it looks like we have a contender. It is clear who we need as our next president. Waiting for.
The FU 2016 campaign instantly became a trending topic on Facebook and Twitter, and the campaign as a whole has received over 6.6 billion media impressions to date, all resulting in the most successful launch in Netflix history.
America, I'm only getting started.
Right? Probably the best hashtag. And again, you know, something that all this work, even as I'm looking at it again, has in common is that it's very sort of the moment, right? These things are touching a kind of current cultural nerve. Next up, the mobile. I think we're still in the midst of a mobile revolution. I think we've been saying that for like 8 or 10 years, maybe. But you know, this piece, which won a gold, won in the UX and UI category, and I think it does something. It's not so much the idea of what it does, but it's the way that it does it. And one of the things that's interesting about the juries for the one show, all of the interactive work, we didn't just watch the videos, we actually used what they made. So it's not enough to make a clever video of something that kind of works. We actually went and road tested all of it, and this is a personal favorite.
There's so much choice, confusion, and anxiety involved in buying cosmetics. People often stay with what they know. In this environment, how do you get people to try on your product? We gave them an entirely new way to try on makeup.
Oh my God! Oh, it's exciting, isn't it?
This is Makeup Genius from L'Oréal Paris, the first mobile app to let you try on makeup using nothing but your phone. Makeup Genius scans your face and allows you to select from a huge range of L'Oréal cosmetics. And the result is so realistic, it's like you're actually wearing it.
There I am! With red lipstick.
Oh, I could look like pure reds. Oh, wow!
To users, it seems like magic. But the augmented reality behind Makeup Genius was 18 months in the making, incorporating thousands of products and over 100 unique facial expressions. You can try on just an eyeliner or create complete looks. Once you like what you see, you can save your look and share it with friends. And you can purchase directly from the app. Makeup Genius takes out the hassle of the in-store experience, allowing you to scan products and try them on virtually. The launch of Makeup Genius caused something of a stir, resulting in over 14 million people downloading it. And so far, they've tried on over 60 million different looks, using over 260 million products. That's 260 million more product trials worldwide. Makeup Genius from L'Oréal Paris.
I can't stop looking at myself.
I think this speaks also to, you know, we're talking about having more gender balance on some of the award show juries, and I think at one point someone said, "Is this really a consumer pain point?" And I said, "Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Finding the right color of lipstick is a consumer pain point." So good on them for getting that one done. I mean, who doesn't want to see a good Periscope execution?
Every year during finals, we see the same struggle. Students need to study, but they want to Netflix. To help, we created the Finals Guinea Pig, a live Periscope feed consisting of a guinea pig on a set. When he stopped on study, students studied. And when he stopped on Netflix, they Netflixed. He's not moving right now, but we don't control that. He's a live animal and does what he wants. The finals guinea pig was a hit. In 3 days, 34,000 procrastinating students tuned in to let Professor Fuzzlepants decide their finals fate. That's what they named him, Professor Fuzzlepants. The feed was described as hilarious, next level, and obsessive. Tech guru Chris Sacca even chimed in, calling the feed pioneering. Oh, it looks like it's time to study. Thank you, Professor Fuzzlepants. Thank you, Finals Guinea Pig.
Right? Whenever you see this, I always think about how they sold this in. And they were like, okay, this is what it's going to be. It's going to be a guinea pig. But it turned out really nicely. This one, a taco, an emoji. I mean, almost enough said.
Emojis. Yeah, we know. Another video about emojis. But this one also has tacos. See, emojis have become modern-day hieroglyphics. But people noticed one glaring problem with our colorful new language. We had no symbol for taco. And people love tacos. So Taco Bell decided to do something about it. 33,000 taco lovers jumped on and signed the Change.org petition, and their voices were heard. Because rather than create some fake emoji keyboard or app, Taco Bell's petition got the attention of the Unicode Consortium. They're the somewhat evil-sounding organization that governs which letters, symbols, and emojis appear on all our devices. And after they saw the petition, well, they decided they love tacos too.
The moment we've all been waiting for is finally here.
Taco!
It's a big deal.
And that is how you get a taco emoji on 2 billion screens worldwide. Cool, right? Well, there's more. We figured a victory that big deserved a celebration just as huge. So Taco Bell created the Taco Emoji Engine, an epic 24/7 interactive launch party on Twitter. The price of admission? Tweeting a taco plus any other emoji. You got back any one of 1,294 custom responses. One for every emoji, like this. And this. And that guy. And, well, whatever this is. Scary, right? It's the kind of thing that makes your teenage lizard brain wonder, what happens when I tweet a taco and an answer? This. People loved it and filled their feeds with our newly born emoji. In fact, maybe people loved the Taco Emoji Engine a little too much. I mean, they tweeted at it around 500,000 times in just the first 5 days. One girl tried like 373 different combos all by herself. So in the end, Taco Bell proved what everyone already knew. People love tacos. And now, the world could love the taco emoji, too. Thanks for watching.
It's a good one. Just as a little background, that whole execution was just waiting for the iOS update 9.1 to go out that had the taco emoji in it. So all of that stuff, we were just waiting and waiting for the emoji to come out. So we were happy when it did. The next one. So it's interesting. Many of us have worked on kind of pro bono projects. And, you know, I think for a long time within agencies, we always said, oh, we do these pro bono projects. They're great for creatives. You know, they inspire us. They have this emotional connection. And then there are kind of award categories specifically for nonprofits. And when you see this body of work all together, it's amazing and so moving. And so we just put a few pieces in here that kind of show how powerful the interactive medium can be around cause communication. Stunning work.
We developed What 3 Words because addressing around the world just isn't good enough. Around 75% of the world suffer from inconsistent, complicated or no addresses. 4 billion people don't have street names, house numbers, zip or postcodes. Even in developed countries, friends don't get met, packages are lost, and businesses don't get found. Latitude and longitude coordinates do provide a precise location reference. Whilst this is great for machines, it's not great for people. What 3 Words is a user-friendly version of coordinates. We have divided the world into 57 trillion 3-meter squares, and have given each one a 3-word address. Our platform turns complicated coordinates into 3 simple words and back again. We have our own apps and site available in multiple languages including English, French, Portuguese, Swahili and Arabic. More importantly, we have an API, 2 lines of code that allow businesses to add 3-word addresses to their own services. What 3 Words is being integrated into a range of mapping, navigation, travel, aid and development services around the world. In developing countries, a 3-word address means mosquito traps are being serviced, disasters are being reported, solar lights are being distributed, medicines are getting to the people that need them the most. In developed nations, it means people are meeting friends easier, new places are being discovered, destinations are being arrived at, and businesses are getting customers. Through our partnership with Cartier Amigo, an address means that the increasingly affluent residents of the favelas can now order online and receive deliveries at home. Here, a 3-word address is empowering people, helping small businesses to grow, and is driving the economy. What 3 Words gives everywhere an address? The most beautiful places, the most critical, vital places, literally everywhere in the world, now has a simple 3-word address.
I'm going to hustle through. We have a few more pieces left, and I want to make sure we get a chance to watch them all.
A teenager boarded the bus with an illegal gun, of course, because teenagers shouldn't have guns. And he started shooting on a crowded bus. They kept coming out saying, he's fighting. And I'm like, come on, Blair, you can make it. And they came out and said he didn't make it. He fought, but didn't make it. So...
A new art exhibit called The Unforgotten is drawing attention to gun violence in Chicago and across the state.
The statues are silent, but they tell the story of innocent lives lost. Dressed in the clothing of each of the victims, but faceless, the statues represent how quickly someone can be ripped from their life by gun violence.
We cannot forget it. It keeps us connected with, in this case, it keeps me connected with my son. That I'm trying to make the world a little better for others, so other kids and families don't have to go through this.
Just an amazing execution, you know, the physical component of it, the ability to tell a deeper story about those victims, and just the whole way that the stories were told was just an amazing piece. So super powerful and very moving. Video craft. I'm just going to play this one. These 2 pieces are a little bit long, so we'll just crank through them.
31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 44. Crap. Who loses one shoe? No dog today.
Grace, let's do this, baby girl. Say goodbye to the gang.
Elizabeth wants to come too.
Okay, Elizabeth can come, but that's all. Come on.
Sorry, guys.
Room 7?
Sure.
That'll be $36.
Rewards card?
No. Hey, you know what? Give me one of those lottery tickets, too. The big one.
Hi, what's up?
Hey, so I think I'm going to skip out early and try and catch a few innings of Danny's game.
Oh, I'm sure he'd love that. Hey, what do you want to eat tonight?
Would you eat at Mazzoni's?
Ugh, don't make me.
All right, that's okay. I'm good with whatever.
Mommy, Elizabeth wants some ice cream.
Well, she's a good girl. Maybe we can get some on the way home.
Oh, Erin called. She left a message with the other broker.
Okay, so now what?
Now we wait.
Oh, well, don't worry, because we are about to become filthy rich anyway.
Finally.
Yeah, lottery's over $200 million. I got a ticket, so I think we're good.
Oh, why didn't I think of that?
Well, that's what you have me for.
¿Quieres ver tu programa ahora?
No, comienza hasta las 2.
Ok, si me necesitas, entonces voy a estar afuera.
Stupid.
Hey, do you want me to pick anything up?
You know what? I'll leave Mazzoni's. I don't care.
Hey, all right.
Love you.
Love you.
Mommy, I forgot my crystal bracelet.
It's okay, sweetheart. It'll still be there when we get back. Everyone loves the picture I posted of you.
AT&T reminds you, it can wait.
That's some good long form. One more. Or do you want to stop? You want me to do one more? Are you cool with that? We'll just do one. Okay, last one.
You're interested in a gun, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, cool. You looking for something for what, target practice or?
Protection?
More for just protection.
Just safety.
I'm pro Second Amendment, you know, so it's like, it's kind of hard to find that around in New York City, you know? It's
like I was showing your wife, you know, the first gun I showed her was this revolver. It's the easiest gun we have to use. It's, you know, it's our most popular one. It's this 22 caliber 6-inch revolver. It's also a gun that a 5-year-old found in his parents' bedroom, went down and shot his 9-month-old baby brother with it.
When it says shooter, 5-year-old kid, dead one, what does that mean?
That's the history.
This is the gun that the guy
That's
shot.
the gun.
This is the one? This is the one that the kid used? Holy shit.
Can't take this shit back after you do it.
This is a 9mm semi-automatic. It's a very handy gun. It's easy to use. Carry it in a purse like that gal from the Walmart. 2-year-old son reaches into her pocketbook, pulls it out, shoots her. Dead, gone, no mom. Collectors love this one. Adam Lanza's mom had this in her collection too. Till he took this and several other guns and killed her, then went down to Sandy Hook, killed 6 teachers and 20 innocent children. 20 little kids, gone, like that. He walked into a McDonald's in San Diego, killed 21 and injured 19. It's one of the deadliest mass shootings in American history. They thought, ironically, that they were protecting their 9-month-old. She thought she was protecting her 2-year-old. 9mm semi-automatic, 40 caliber compact, 45 caliber, 9mm submachine gun, 12 gauge pump action shotgun. Why don't you have a closer look?
I was pretty blindsided by just the entire history of every gun in the store. And it made me actually think I'm not going to buy that gun.
It made me think twice, and I would not buy one.
It is one of our rights, but my opinion has definitely changed. I don't feel safe with the gun.
You don't want to be the Walmart case.
Cool. So a little heavy, right, to end on all those cause pieces. But again, I think the intention of putting this work together, right, is to sort of show, you know, what's happening in culture at this time and how we're using sort of creative communications and technology to help people rally around things that are happening. So we probably should have, we'll tell Yash next time, let's end on Emoji Engine. Thanks for having me. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's been a real pleasure to be here with you guys. So enjoy the rest of your program.
All right. Nice little pick me up for lunch. So anyway, if we could all give Pam a big round of applause. That was really great stuff. A couple of quick things. We're getting ready to conclude lunch, and we've got a couple different things to look forward to. We've got some fantastic sessions the rest of the afternoon. We also have Pitch Tech, and for those of you who have not had a chance to take a look or check that out, some of San Diego's top startups are going to be pitching over here just around the bend around here, and you definitely want to go check them out. It's a lot of fun watching these guys get up here, guys and gals, pitch their startups. And then lastly, we're back in here, just a little programming note, at 4:15. And you're not going to want to miss it. Morgan Spurlock, Supersize Me, among other things, will be here on stage at 4:15. So it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of great sessions. Everybody enjoy it, and we'll see you here in a bit.